Sometimes at church, it's easy to give all of our attention to the people on the stage or the platform. The singers, the preachers, the gifted public speakers. But the Bible actually says that everyone who is in Christ will develop some kind of spiritual gift. All of us have been given some form of ministry by the Spirit. In this video, we'll learn a bit more about what that looks like and how all of us can use our gifts.
Talents. What is a talent?
The word talent comes from the Greek talenton, then the Latin talentum, meaning a weight or sum of money.
The English word talent is a direct allusion to this parable. A talent, then, was originally understood as a valuable lending from God.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with yeah. I mean, we may not know exactly what it is immediately. It may take maybe 50 years sometimes to find out what it is.
I do believe that God has given him talents. It's something that I grew up being taught and believing, and it seems only natural. I mean, talents are gifts that we're given.
Do I believe that God has given everybody a talent? Yes. I think that when God creates us, He creates each person with a specific purpose in mind, and that He embodies us with the talents He needs for us to fulfill that purpose.
I think He does give everyone a specific talent, and whether or not they use it is up to them.
We are all good at something. Some people can make money, others are good at cooking. Some have the gift of hospitality, or teaching, or painting, or loving strangers, or making a public speech, even playing video games. We are all good at something. We all have talents.
In Matthew 25:14-30, Jesus shares the parable of the talents. In this parable, a rich man gives 3 servants each a sum of money or talents to invest. 2 of the servants invested their talents, multiplying what they were given, and were rewarded by their employer for their efforts.
The 3rd servant buried his talent and produced nothing for his employer. Upon learning the servant did nothing with his talent, the employer was disappointed and held the failed servant accountable with harsh judgment.
I do believe that we're expected to use our gifts for God, but even if someone doesn't believe in God or isn't of a certain denomination, I think they should still use their talents for good and to help others, just like Jesus did.
You should use those talents to the best of your ability to show, to show a good side of whatever you believe in. I feel like, yes, you should do that. You should use your talents for God.
We should use them for God because He's the one that gave us the talents.
I believe that we are expected to use our talents for God, especially as a body of believers. I believe that we're called not just to recognize that we have these talents, but to also realize that in this world there is a responsibility for us to put those talents to use for God's use.
In the parable of the talents, Jesus makes the point that using your talents isn't easy. Anxiety and fear cause one servant to hide the talent his employer gave him. It's natural to feel nervous and even fail when trying to accomplish something of importance. Stepping out and doing something requires courage and persistence.
God has given us talents and made it abundantly clear we are to do something with them for His glory. Sometimes this might mean getting out of our comfort zone. It might mean moving to another country like Jonah. It might mean standing up for Christian values when it would be easier to do nothing. Volunteering, cleaning, singing, web design, or writing. It can all be awkward and push us beyond our limits. Using our talents might even require doing acts of kindness for our enemies.
God knows it won't be easy, but He will reward us when we glorify Him, and He will bless those that ask.
We are all given something that can be used by God. How will you use your talents for Him?